Good morning, Jefferson Multimedia coming to you live from First Hour. We're going to go through the process of importing your homework movie and starting the editing process. So I've just connected my JVC camera and I've got the side viewfinder open. So like we did last time, we want to review that you need to connect to other and push the button until it clicks. Hold the camera with both hands. When you try to push the button with only one hand, all you do is push the camera around the table. So if you hold it with both hands and push the button with one, first button's pushed, then I go to built-in memory, right? And I had to push it 3 times. Next, open up Media Encoder. This will take a while. I'll be back in a few. You may have to log in. And we are in. So notice, if you look in the top right, the JVC camera is connected. If you look in the top left of Media Encoder, it's also connected. So double click on the camera, double click on AVCHD, and you will get all of the thumbnails up in your top left. Now this one's easy because all that's on this is the homework movie. But if you have more than that, you'll have to wait until all of your stuff is done. Don't forget, on your desktop, you should have a new folder entitled Video. I'm going to do that with mine right now because I don't have it saved on this computer. But remember, create a folder before you start called Video. Put it on your desktop and then right-click, clean up by name. Everything is in order. So now I have my videos here and I have a place to send them. So I'm going to start with the first one. I'm going to click it until it turns gray. I'm going to drag and drop it. Make sure you send it to your queue, right? Which means this is where you're going to shoot it out of the program. This is the line. Line is just a British word for queue. No, queue is a British word for line, sorry. But we want to make sure that the format is the same. So we want to make it high quality, 1080p HD. Yeah. It's sending it to the camera again. How do we fix that? Well, there are one of 2 ways. First of all, we could double click on it. Instead of stream, we want to send it to the desktop. And where on the desktop do we want to send it? We want to send it to Video and then save. There's another way to do that. Go to Media Encoder. Make sure your preferences are set. You want to start the queue automatically. You want to play the chime. And the bottom one, you want to specify the output file destination. Click on Browse. And you want to go where? To your desktop, because that's where the folder is. Yes. And you want to send it to the folder called Video. And then click on Choose. So now you can see where's it going. To users, Hepler, that's the name of my account. Yours is like Media 1, Media 2, Media 3, or whatever. And then where? The desktop, and it's going to the folder called what? Video. So we click on OK. And now everything looks good. They have us drag the first clip in by itself to make sure we have the right quality and the right destination. But the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots in here, once this default is set, should go there automatically. Let's find out. So click the first one, and then you want to shift click the last one, which means hold down shift with your left pointy finger. While you are holding down shift, click the last one. So you have to be holding down shift while you click. That is a shift click. So that selects everything else, right? If we drag and drop these, will they all go to the same destination? Desktop Video. Yes, that's right. Are they all high quality 1080p? Yes, they are. That's right. Guess what you do? Click on your Start Queue button, that green arrow. Down here at the bottom, you'll see it scanning stuff in. It'll tell you how long it's going to take to scan in each picture. So we've got like 9 pictures in this one, it looks like. And each of them will take about 12 seconds to scan in. So I'm going to take a break, and I'll be right back. Alright, when the transferring is done, you'll have a green check mark for every single video that is scanned in. And let me show you where to find it. Where's it going to send it? To your video folder. So if you double click on that video folder, the stuff is there. It may be just in the video folder itself. It may be tucked inside another folder. So there may be a folder inside the folder. If there are, look for them until you find them. These are now in MP4 format, which is perfect for Adobe Premiere to use. Tomorrow's lesson, how to import these into Premiere and how to edit the sucker. One more thing we need to cover. Once you're done importing your videos into Media Encoder and you're ready to edit, let's close Media Encoder and let's eject the camera. So click on Media Encoder. Anytime you're working with the program, you need to have the name of it up in the top left. If you don't have the name of it up in the top left, that means you've clicked somewhere else. Right now I'm in Media Encoder, right? If I click on my desktop, look what happens. It switches to the Finder. If I click back in Media Encoder, guess what happens? Yeah, if I click over here, guess what happens? So if you want to turn off a program, you have to be clicked inside the program. Like if I click on Safari, guess what's going to come up at the top? So if I click in Safari, it stays in Safari. If I click in Media Encoder, guess what happens? It switches. If I click off and go to the desktop, guess what happens? Finder. So when I say work within a program, if you don't see the name of the program, click in that program and you'll get whichever one you click. And if you just click on your desktop, you're going to be in the Finder. What do we want to do to eject the camera? First thing we need to do is make sure you've turned on Media Encoder, go to its name, quit it, and it will shut down. Hopefully, someday soon. Now, once that's done, look up in your top corner. The camera is still plugged in, right? This one's a JVC. So I right-click on it, and then I eject it. And then it goes away. If you have a Sony camera, you may have two things up there. One is called Untitled, and one is called something else that I don't remember. But it will always be those white hard drive looking things. Right-click on both and eject on both. Your program is shut, you're ready to edit, and your camera is ejected. That's all I got. Thanks. Bye-bye.